Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I've come to see that Robyn Brown of Sister Wives is obstructing the Brown family's ability to mend. Sister Wives Season 19, which broadcast in 2 parts, just ended. The complexities of the Brown family were the main emphasis of the first half of the season, which aired in late 2024. Former patriarch Kody Brown was left monogamous with his 4th wife Robyn after dealing with his original 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown. The Brown family dealt with the suicide death of Janelle and Kody's son, Garrison Brown, in March 2024 throughout the second half of the season. In a 4-part tell-all that followed the season finale, hosts Sukanya, Suki, Krishnan met down with Kody, Robyn, and the OG3 one-on-one to ask them personal questions and hear their thoughts on how things have turned out. There was no discussion of Garrison's death during the tell-all. In addition to the devastating collapse of their polygamous dream and the dissolution of their family as they knew it, the Brown family has been attempting to move past Garrison's passing. Therefore, after seeing the tell-all, I believe Robyn is complicating the healing process. Robyn was asked if she believed that Kody preferred her at the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all. Mary, Janelle, and Christine left Kody primarily because of his favoritism. Considering the obvious evidence, Robyn's statement that she didn't believe Kody played favorites irritates me. Robyn's response to the question of whether she was Kody's sacred cow, as Janelle put it, was awkward. The healing process for the family is, in my opinion, being hampered by Robyn's incapacity to recognize how she is seen as Kody's favorite. I think she would be respected more if she acknowledged that her and Kody's behavior in their polygamous environment was improper. I believe the family can move past the obvious rift between Robyn and the rest of the family by acknowledging that there was a problem with favoritism. Robyn's persistent misguided belief that Kody's connections with the OG3 can be repaired is something I've witnessed. In addition to being disillusioned, I believe Robyn is attempting to save her reputation by claiming that there are still ways to bring the family back together and that no permanent harm has been done. Kody listens to Robyn, and I don't see him giving up on trying to get control over his ex-partners if she keeps bringing up the pointless idea that things can be fixed. At most, I believe that if Robyn changes, some of the connections with the children might also change. The main cause of the family's disintegration is Robyn. Long before she joined the family, Kody, Mary, Christine, and Janelle operated as a polygamous unit. Additionally, Robyn was evasive or refused to answer tell-all questions. I believe Robyn is destroying any chance of a future with Kody's first spouses and his original children because of her tell-all conduct and refusal to accept responsibility for Kody's favoritism. I am aware that the Brown family is annoyed by Robyn and Kody's extravagant spending patterns. Robyn and Kody received the largest share of the Coyote Pass property when it was purchased for the family, with the remaining remnants of their polygamous ideal. They also updated their home to include opulent features like a heated driveway. Kody and Robyn currently reside in a $2.1 million, 7,884 square foot estate in Flagstaff, Arizona. In addition, there were concerns about whether Robyn and Kody from Sister Wives were embezzling family funds to improve their lives and spend more time together. Robyn is the main source of the problems in the Brown household, and I think that she and some of Kody's kids are being careless with their money, especially when it comes to dolls and clothing. Michael T. and Gwen Brown have specifically discussed how Kody and Robyn's spending patterns differ from how the family's spending was handled when they were a single unit. Robyn Brown, actress of Sister Wives, is exposing the true culprit behind the family's death. Fans and watchers have long accused her of ruining the once functional family. Who, in her opinion, was at fault in this whole situation? For further information, continue reading. Robyn Brown exposes the true cause of the family's death. Robyn Brown appeared youthful and prepared for anything when she joined the Browns in 2010. She adored Kody Brown's relationship with his first wives and kids. She therefore believed it was ideal for her and her 3 children, Aurora, Brianna, and Dayton. Fans of Sister Wives quickly realized that Robyn was Kody's undisputed favorite, and this quickly became a recurring motif. As the years passed, Kody abandoned the other wives and families in favor of Robyn and her 5 kids. Robyn was devastated when the OG3 quickly started to leave the plural family. Her actions belied her assertion that she adored the concept of sister wives. Robyn and her kids seemed to enjoy having Kody dote on them. Thus, it should have been a blessing that the other women left. She made an unsuccessful attempt to persuade Mary Brown, her first wife, to stay. Christine Brown-Woolley, Kody's 3rd wife, is now the target of Robyn's accusations. According to Robyn, Kody and his children had a wonderful relationship before the outbreak. Then it all seemed to fall apart when Christine departed. Would Kody and his children still be close if Christine had stayed? He was hard on them throughout the pandemic, so that's unknown. He felt that Gabe and Garrison were not acting appropriately, therefore he wanted them evicted from Janelle Brown's house. Additionally, Kody gave numerous justifications for his decision to remain at Robyn's house rather than with the OG3. For those who followed the plot, the Sister Wives star's remarks on Christine are therefore untrue. Did Christine do it? Did Sister Wives viewers understand Robyn Brown's side after hearing her remarks regarding Christine Brown-Woolley? Or were they giggling at Robyn's accusation? The audience thought Robyn was envious of Christine's success and what she received after leaving. Furthermore, she has already stated that she felt horrible about whatever hurt she might have given the Browns. Nobody gave her any credence at all. She is disgusting. It's the most serious frown I've ever seen. She despises Christine, man. It always has. Wants to hold Christine's departure responsible for everything. Robyn is delulu. She accused Christine of being disliked by the original children. No one was interested in Robyn's story or what she was saying, and Sister Wives fans had had enough. Instead of blaming Christine for a moment, they concentrated on Kody and Robyn. Does Robyn have a point, or do you think she's crazy for blaming Christine? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. It was supposed to be unity, a grand experiment in love, faith, and shared family values, but as the years dragged on and the layers of illusion fell away, fans of Sister Wives found themselves watching not a thriving plural marriage, but a slow-moving implosion held together by ego, secrecy, and one overwhelming, undeniable truth. Robyn Brown is at the center of the Brown family's dysfunction, and more viewers are starting to believe that she's not just a bystander to the chaos. She's the architect of it. For years, Robyn presented herself as the quiet, soft-spoken, almost saintly newcomer to the Brown clan, the 4th wife brought in during a time of spiritual prompting, a woman who vowed to unite the family and uplift the values of plural marriage. But what started as a hopeful addition quickly turned into something far more sinister, as Kody Brown, once a shared husband, once a proud patriarch preaching equality, began to shift all of his emotional, physical, and spiritual energy toward one wife, and one wife only, Robyn. And that's when everything started to fall apart. First, it was subtle. Missed dinners, unexplained absences, gentle but steady withdrawals from the other wives. Christine, the once bubbly, warm-hearted wife who kept the kids fed and the family traditions alive, began noticing how often Kody made excuses to skip time with her and their children. Then came Janelle, practical, strong, grounded, realizing she was no longer consulted on major family decisions. And Mary, oh, Mary, the original wife, the woman who helped launch the entire plural family, was slowly, painfully, frozen out. Her emotional connection with Kody, already strained by past betrayals and loss, was now non-existent, as Kody's affections narrowed into a tunnel vision focused solely on Robyn. But while Kody's obsession was visible, what wasn't, at least not at first, was Robyn's role in it. She played the martyr so well, offering tearful soundbites and carefully calculated silences, always just on the edge of appearing innocent. But behind the scenes, it became increasingly clear that Robyn wasn't just receiving Kody's favoritism, she was encouraging it, feeding it, weaponizing it. And the other wives knew it. Christine once said on camera that she felt like a basement wife, a gut-wrenching term for being emotionally sidelined, and who was in the penthouse suite with Kody night after night. Robyn. When COVID struck, it only got worse. Kody enforced rigid, controlling rules on the family, essentially imprisoning himself at Robyn's home while blaming everyone else for not following protocols. But viewers saw through the excuse. This wasn't about safety, it was about control and favoritism. It was the perfect cover for what he already wanted to do: isolate with Robyn, live monogamously, and finally abandon the illusion of plural harmony. And Robyn? She didn't protest. She didn't encourage family unity. She didn't push Kody to check on the other wives or heal the fractures. Instead, she played the overwhelmed, misunderstood victim while benefiting from every single breakdown in the family. Her children got more time with Kody. Her house became the central base. Her opinions suddenly carried weight across every decision, from finances to holidays. And still, she looked into the cameras with tears and said she wanted the family together. But her actions told a different story. Because when Christine announced she was leaving, that powerful, emotional moment where a wife finally said enough after years of neglect, Robyn didn't reach out to her. She didn't support her. She didn't hold space for her pain. She doubled down, suggesting that Christine didn't try hard enough to stay. That's not sisterhood. That's gaslighting. And it sent a message to the rest of the wives. The door only stays open if you obey the rules, Robyn's rules. And those rules always led to one outcome: Kody choosing Robyn. Again and again and again. Janelle's eventual estrangement from Kody? Also rooted in the same dynamic. Kody's increasing fixation on Robyn created a hostile environment where no dissent was tolerated. If a wife wanted to see Kody, she had to follow his demands, many of which were filtered through Robyn's lens. And Janelle, who valued her independence, wasn't about to sacrifice her adult children's mental health just to keep Kody's fragile ego intact. So she, too, pulled away. But once again, Robyn didn't attempt to bridge the gap. She only cried in interviews, expressing sadness about the family breaking apart while reaping the benefits of being Kody's sole emotional partner. Even Mary, who held on longer than anyone else, was left standing in the emotional wasteland that used to be her marriage. And Robyn's reaction? A cold, dismissive shrug masked as sympathy. "I want her to be happy," she said, while doing absolutely nothing to support her. And let's not forget the children. Kody's relationships with his older kids have fractured, especially with Gabriel and Garrison, and the common thread in all those breakdowns is where Kody was spending his time and who was influencing his decisions. Robyn, quietly, never encouraged him to repair those relationships, never nudged him toward reconciliation. Instead, she protected her own kids, her own peace, her own image. And fans have noticed. The Reddit threads, TikTok clips, and YouTube breakdowns all point to the same conclusion. Robyn Brown didn't just benefit from the collapse of the Brown family, she helped engineer it. Whether consciously or not, she has become the gravitational center of a dysfunctional orbit, and every decision, every emotional fracture, every family wound seems to circle back to the same place: her. And maybe the most infuriating part? Robyn still refuses to admit any culpability. Instead, she offers a steady stream of tears and carefully worded statements like, "I just wanted a family." But wanting something doesn't excuse the damage caused along the way. And when that want turns into manipulation, into enabling Kody's worst behavior, into silence while others suffer, then the line between victim and villain starts to blur. The wives have all paid the price for trying to exist in a system that, ultimately, only served Robyn. And now that they're gone, Christine thriving with David Woolley, Janelle embracing her independence, Mary living out loud, it's clear that the dysfunction wasn't about polygamy, or faith, or even Kody's midlife spiral. It was about a power imbalance, sustained and secured by Robyn Brown. She didn't break the family overnight. She did it slowly, with whispered influence, with passive tears, with loyalty tests and double standards, with rules that never applied to her. And now, she sits at the center of the crumbling empire, queen of the ashes, holding on to a man who has alienated nearly every other member of his family. That's not victory. That's tragedy. So yes, Robyn Brown is at the heart of the Brown family's dysfunction, not just because Kody loved her most, but because she let him destroy everyone else in the process and never once reached out to help them rebuild. And now, as Sister Wives enters its next chapter, one truth is clearer than ever before. This isn't a love story. It's a cautionary tale. And Robyn isn't the glue that held them together. She's the crack that split them apart. For years, Robyn Brown remained quiet, almost too quiet, as fans, critics, and even her own sister wives pointed fingers at her for being the force that tore the Brown family apart. With every season of Sister Wives, she was painted as the soft-spoken manipulator, the woman who won Kody's full attention, the favorite who seemingly watched as Christine, Janelle, and Mary slipped away into heartbreak and silence. And while Robyn shed tears on camera and spoke about wanting family unity, the internet didn't buy it. Reddit threads roasted her, fan forums labeled her a master emotional puppeteer, and even in casual conversation, Robyn ruined the Browns, became the rallying cry of those who watched the spiritual plural marriage unravel. But now, Robyn is talking. For the first time in what feels like forever, she's breaking through her veil of tears and calculated grace to finally drop a bombshell that flips everything we thought we knew on its head. Because in her most revealing, emotionally raw sit-down yet, Robyn doesn't just defend herself. She names the real culprit. And no one saw it coming. "People think I wanted this," Robyn begins, her voice low, trembling with the weight of years of accusations. "They think I planned it, that I stole Kody, that I enjoyed watching the other relationships fall apart. But that's not the truth. That's never been the truth." She pauses, swallows. Her eyes don't well up like they used to. There's no mascara running, no carefully staged sobs. This Robyn? She's not here to cry. She's here to speak. And what she says next sends a shockwave across the fandom. "Kody didn't leave them for me. He left them for himself." In a single sentence, Robyn Brown rips the veil off the narrative. She stops the finger pointing at her and aims the spotlight back where it started. Kody Brown. The man who promised fairness. The man who built his reputation around shared love. The man who demanded loyalty but delivered only fractured affection. "Kody changed," Robyn says. "Not when I came into the family, but long before. There were cracks already. I walked into a house that was already broken, but no one wanted to admit it. Everyone smiled. Everyone played their part, but it was all on the edge of collapse." She describes her early days, not as the arrival of a homewrecker, but as a woman entering a cold, chaotic system that barely functioned. Christine and Janelle didn't talk. Mary was in pain. Kody was already pulling away from everyone emotionally, spiritually, physically. "I didn't take him. He was already halfway gone." According to Robyn, Kody was unraveling well before she came along. She paints a picture of a man who used the appearance of plural unity as a shield for his own inability to emotionally sustain multiple relationships. He blamed everyone else. Always. If one wife was struggling, it was her fault. If a child acted out, he blamed the mom. If there was conflict, he checked out. He thought love was about control, not connection. And I think I was just the last one willing to pretend it still worked. That sentence lands like a slap across the show's legacy. Robyn is no longer playing innocent. She's calling the whole plural marriage an unsustainable illusion. And she doesn't stop there. "They say I was the favorite, that I wanted it that way. But I begged him to be with them. I begged him to go to Christine's house. I told him to call Janelle. Asked him to fix things with Mary. But every time I tried, he twisted it. He said they didn't want him, that they disrespected him. He wanted me to believe I was the only one who cared. And I let him. I enabled it." That admission, "I enabled it," is perhaps the most shocking of all. Robyn isn't just blaming Kody. She's admitting her part in the dynamic. "I was scared," she says. "Scared if I pushed too hard, I'd lose him too. Scared that if I said the truth, that he was the one pulling the strings, he'd leave me the way he left them. So I stayed quiet. I played the part. And now I regret it." But Robyn goes deeper, into the manipulation that began seeping into every part of the family's life. She describes Kody creating tests of loyalty, setting wives up against one another by saying things like, "Mary says you're not supportive," or "Christine thinks you don't contribute." She claims he thrived on being the center of the storm, and Robyn, blinded by the need to keep her family intact, played along longer than she should have. "I thought I was keeping peace," she says. "But really, I was just helping him maintain power." The reveal is explosive, not because it shifts all the blame to Kody, most fans already suspected as much, but because Robyn is finally owning her complicity.